Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to learn about Hive architecture. Well, this is the architecture of Hive. When commands and queries are submitted to Hive, it goes to the driver. Driver will compile, optimize, and execute those using steps of MapReduce jobs. It seems obvious that driver will generate Java MapReduce jobs internally, but that's not the fact. Hive has generic mapper and reducer module which operate based on information in an XML file. Now let's understand main components of Hive. Web UI. This is the interface for users to submit queries and other operations to the system. Driver receives the queries. This component implements the notion of session handles and provides execute and fetch APIs modeled on JDBC ODBC interfaces. Compiler parses the query, does semantic analysis on the different query blocks and query expressions, and eventually generates an execution plan with the help of table and partition metadata looked up from the metastore. Metastore. The Hive table definitions and mapping to the data store are stored in metastore. This metastore is a traditional relational database, usually MySQL. Metastore constitutes the metastore service and the database. The metastore service provides the interface to the Hive, and the database stores the data definitions, mappings to the data, and others. Executor executes the execution plan created by the compiler. The plan is a DAG of stages. The execution engine manages the dependencies between these different stages of the plan and executes these stages on the appropriate system components. Optimizer helps to optimize the query plan. The query can be performed on a sample data to guess the data distribution, which can be used to generate a better plan. That's all for this lecture. Hope you got the idea about how Hive components work internally. See you in the next lecture.